Hey there, welcome back again to my Marvel Ultimate Alliance series. Today we are gonna break the main story to play a side mission per se. It's actually a simulator mission, and basically it's just an extra level that you can play with any team that you wish or with only a single character at a time, whatever. For this mission, we're going to use the Fantastic Four classic outfit composition because it's the one that looks the best for me. Just so I can show you, there are also the ultimate costumes. Sorry, I'm still sick. um, ultimate. And it's not so bad. I mean, pink looks kind of nice, but yeah, I don't know. There are the original outfits. Hmm? The thing looks the worst in this particular version. I mean, look at that. Whatever is that? Whatever. There is the mismatch, the not fitting version with the modern version of them, and the new Marvel version of them. So there's that, and of course you can mix and match any of the suits for whatever reason you have. The best outfits for them, in my opinion, is in order. For Mr. Fantastic, the classic is really the best because it reflects damage and gives more focus, which increases energy regen, energy pool, and power damage. So it's an all-rounded bonus for everything you need on for Mr. Fantastic. He becomes really overpowered when you max out all of that in the classic costume. Not so much in the original costume. It is useful to have more melee and resistance, but in health, I mean, but they're not really so much. The new Marvel one can be fun with more reason, more incentive to make combos between characters, but really the powerhouse thing is gonna happen with the classic outfit. For Miss Marvel, for Invisible Woman, we have the new Marvel costume, which is fairly nice. You can see that she has more defenses and resistance for everything and more damage with their powers. The original costume is probably the second or the first most overpowered, with more melee reflection and more power damage. But the classic version is also pretty powerful because it can avoid all kinds of damages, like she's becoming invisible randomly. You don't need to do any effort, it just avoids the damage. And it has boost stats that can stack up to, I don't know, 10, yeah, probably 10 or 11 bonus points for body strike and focus, which turns her more resilient, more powerful, and more damaging even on the melee side of the spectrum. For the thing, I think the modern one's the best one just because of the melee reflection and critical strike helps just enough to make the rock hard thing be more worth it. But one can argue that the classic's the best one for overall melee bonus, and I don't think the ultimate's really so nice because it's not such a good power increasing, damage increasing in this thing. It only goes up to 25%, and the maximum health thing doesn't make such a difference. The original one has boost stats, which should be a, I don't know, should be overpowered, but because the other thing in this outfit is just more XP to level up the character, I don't feel like it's really so useful. I may be wrong. Anyway, for this playthrough, classic. And the Fantastic Torch, the Human Torch. Modern is nice. Overall fire damage, bonus, and energy regen is always welcome, but the original is the most overpowered because point blank damage bonus can stack up to something really overpowered, and the boost stat is also, as I said before, very overpowered. Now, sorry. Dang it. The reason I am breaking from the main quest right now is because of this freaking coin problem. For some reason my coins went from 72,000 and a lot more coins to 100. I don't even know why there is only 125 if usually it's 0. Whenever I load the game, the coins are resetting. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna replay the entire thing just to recover all the coins, or if I'm going to go without the coins. I'll wait to see what I'm gonna feel like doing. So enough of my prattle. Whoopsie, almost didn't go with the right costume. There we are. So move.
Here we go again.
Well, settled the again thing. This is the second
The
time.
Super Skrull is a product of the Super Skrull program, a scientific project designed to create the ultimate Skrull warrior. Though his abilities are a combination of the Fantastic Four's powers, he exceeds their limits. So be careful. The Super Skrull is not to be underestimated.
No, he does not exceed the limits, but as I was saying, this is the second time I recorded this video, because on the first time my dog saw a cat and she went berserk. She barked so loud it ear raped me and whoever was listening to my microphone, because apparently this microphone can catch the noise from my dog's barking on my window. So, I don't remember if I showed you the thing already. He has a very interesting thing going on for him, which he can grab enemies, punch their faces as anyone else, but he can grab enemies and slam them on the floor. Let me find another enemy. Here he is. Grab him, slam him. Oh, he died. Right. Well, I can recover the coins by just replaying missions and getting the coins manually again, but you know, it's tiresome. I really wish I could use the coin for a second playthrough using the saved game files from this playthrough, because the new game plus possibilities that makes it possible. Also, you can steal enemies' weapons. That happens. This may be happening quite a few times during the game, and there is only one character that has bonuses to the objects that you take from the enemies, which is Wolverine, and specifically the modern costume of Wolverine, the version with the white t-shirt instead of a X-Men costume. I don't know why this version in particular has the bonus for the environment weapons, but hey, not gonna judge. It's badass.
Someone else to pound.
Now, he has this weird instance when he's walking with melee weapons. Look at that shit. He's just like, yeah, his arms look like they're fat instead of they are muscly, musculous, whatever. And when he drops a weapon and just he walks like that. Yeah, look at this. Now, he has two buffs. He can buff the entire team resistance, but this buff only applies to melee attacks. Ranged attacks are more powerful against my friends, not my enemies, right now. So it's not so useful when you have guys with guns or bow and arrows or laser beams or whatever. As for his powers, I'm showing you the bull rush a lot. He can make this ground pound, he can make this uppercut, and he can clap, which stuns enemies and causes very little damage. The stun is very useful. You don't need to upgrade this attack a lot. You can use the upgrade points for other attacks, like the bull rush itself. I don't know why it's open instead of break. And You can just keep the clap in the lowest upgrades possible, just so you can get some advantage. And the other buff is for himself. He gets more resilience against everything. I like to use only this one. I think he gets a little larger, I'm not sure. Gonna check that later. Gonna break all barrels because I lost all my coins, so gotta make this money back. Now I could use Invisible Woman's telekinesis to throw them away like that, but that would be boring. You may notice that this level also has a time limit. All missions in the simulator levels have the time limit. This limit is because when you end this kind of mission, you win a medal from bronze to gold. And in the solo missions, those medals are entitled to unlock bonuses like a skin that you didn't unlock already, or bonus points for upgrades, or a few free skill points. So it's useful. For the Human Torch, he can make this fire melee bonus damage, whatever thing, for the entire team. He can throw people away with fire, and he can make this fire carpets around him that deals constant fire damage to anyone close enough. It's called a Supernova or just Nova in the power list. The more you upgrade it, the greater is the damage you do every second, and the longer it lasts. You can also use the Firestorm, which is actually a small fireball, very powerful. You can make this Blast, which is one of the best powers, along with its fireball that sets enemies in with fire. You have the regular fireballs. You have this explosion, which is very pitiful and useless, even against crowds. And you have the flamethrower. Let me use the flamethrower in the other room. It deals very little damage, but over time, and when it's upgraded, it's maybe more interesting to use. You just noticed that I just hit the thrown object with the flamethrower. I didn't intend to do this, it was luck. Now let me just finish to load his extreme effect. And yes, this pinball sound is being caused by Mr. Fantastic's speedball power. It's very annoying at times, and this is one of those times it's annoying. Also, when Human Torches flies, he becomes fully fiery.
You lose, Cupcake.
Oh, for Invisible Woman. I already played with her, so you know what to expect from her. Those bolts are not making enough damage for now, because it's the early game. That encasing is very useful to, you know, whatever you want to do with an encased enemy. Another effect she has is this energy wave thing that you can concentrate and make it narrow and powerful, or wider and weaker, just like Magneto has. Now, about Mr. Fantastic, he can use this buff to automatically dodge ranged attacks. He can use this other buff to increase his melee damage and the critical chances with melee. This Reverend Recoil is one of the most overpowered powers in the entire game. Didn't want to do this. The propeller arms are not so powerful, but they can be useful. Oh, boss fight now.
Surrender.
I don't think I like either of those options, Super Skrull.
You are no match for my might.
I think we are. As a matter of fact, I think we're more than a match for you.
Die, foolish human.
And there is obviously the Elastic Punch, which in this game is called Elastic Crunch, I think. Crush. Elastic Crush, that's it. That benefits a lot from this hand buff he has. Also, there's this radial attack. Extreme effects are not so useful against bosses, they're more useful against crowds, but gets the job done sometimes. This is one of the most overpowered effects of Human Torch. Look how much damage it causes. And for the thing, there's anything so overpowered. I can just bull rush this guy.
Very well done. The Super Skrull mission is one of the toughest simulations we have. Only the best of the best survive it.
No, the original version for PC didn't have this guy narrating the missions. Black Widow narrated the missions. On the remastered version, which is this one I'm playing, some missions are narrated by the Black Widow, usually the solo missions, and the group missions, some of them are narrated by this random shield agent, the menu guy. Now, that's a shame, because the first time I played this mission, I got a gold reward, which has no reward as a prize. So this concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see for the next video I will be a man and just resolve the issue or ignore the issue with the coins, or if I'll keep playing a little more of the simulator missions. Wait a second. Sorry. A little more of the simulator missions just to kill some time or whatever. Thank you for watching as always, and bye bye.